Hi, Thorsten.
Hi, Sheila.
Very nice to see you. Thank you for coming. I would like to just jump right into it. And my first question would be quite obvious. How did you get to know FDM?
Oh, I get to know FDM about 2004, maybe. I got under the wings of an old osteopath from Hanover here. And he visited a seminar with Georg. And after this seminar, his approach and his, his behavior changed. And I looked up to this man very much. And as I saw, oh, there's somebody above him who can influence him so strong. I was very impressed. And then he showed me CDs, trigger bands, and HTPs. And then I worked like 1.5 years, 2 years with HTPs, CDs, trigger bands. And then I invited Georg myself, and I wrote him an email. And he answered me after, it was 2006, in the beginning of 2006, and there was no WhatsApp, nothing. It was just email. He answered me in 15 minutes. He doesn't even answer me today in 1 week. But then he answered me in 15 minutes. I got an answer, and he came, I think, October 26, and I was very, very, very nervous. I took him from the airport, as I was the organizer. And he came from the airplane, his face was red, his clothes looked like this, and his little hair that he had was all messed up. And I asked him, oh, doctor, how are you okay? And he said, oh yeah, but I collapsed in the airplane, and I was the only doctor in this airplane, so this was pretty bad. And he was so sick in the first seminar, and he fell asleep in my car when I drove him to the seminar, and he was coughing on Sunday. We started on Friday, I think. But he did not give up. He apologized to me like 100 times that he did not drink a beer with me in the evening after the seminar. I had to buy a pizza for him with garlic and strong pepperoni. He just took this pizza in his room, which I organized for him, and then I took him the next morning, and it was very impressive. And he finished until Sunday, and he even invited Christian Stein. He's a doctor from Hanover who did a study, and this was a very, very impressive seminar for me. And then I invited him a second time, and then he invited me to his clinic, and I went sometime to his clinic. I slept in his house, and so I got a connection to him and to FDM.
Are you an entrepreneur now? How do you work?
Yes, I'm working in a clinic with some colleagues. Some do FDM. Everybody works for himself, but we are in a big clinic with like 7, 8 people.
And you are an FDM instructor as well. How did it come to your life? Why did you start?
Oh, actually, I have to say that my FDM life was very much influenced by Georg Harrer. I have to say that my first impression, my first seminar was not so nice, actually. Yes, I was the organizer. It started quite bizarre. But when I came home in the evening, then I was very much ashamed of myself. I have to tell you, many people who visit FDM seminars, they always say, oh, it changed my life. It was so good. For me, it was not so good, because I came from osteopathy school, and Georg, everything what he taught and what he did in this seminar sounded so logic to me. And he just told me in this first seminar, you are allowed to think for yourself. And so I was very, very, very ashamed of myself that I didn't allow myself to think for myself. So my first feeling was really not so good after the first seminar. And then he asked me to be his assistant in the seminars. And then for long years, I assisted in his seminars. And I just like this kind of sharing this in the seminars, because we go around, we show people, we help them. And this was a lot of fun to me. And it was also a dedication. As Georg gave something to me, it was a dedication for me to give it back to other people, and just to make it possible for other people to hear and learn about this. And this was actually the main reason. There may be some more little reason, but this was the main reason for me to start to teach.
That's so cool. Every person I ask about FDM, they talk about this kind of thankfulness that they feel, and they want to give back. They see FDM as a gift, or first as a gift, not only as a burden, and they want to give it back. And they want to give it to other people as well. So I can really see it in you as well. It's so nice. And I also heard that you took this passion with you to Iran. Can you tell me something about that?
Yes, it started in 2017-18. We had many more instructors in Europe, and I saw that the groups get smaller and smaller, and we had so many seminars, and I thought, we have so many instructors in Europe, and there are so many countries where we don't have FDM. And in Hanover, where I live here in northern Germany, we have a lot of Iranian people. I don't know why, actually. And I have a lot of Iranian patients, and I always felt some connection to these people. I don't know why either. And then I just wrote an email to the University of Tehran, and they answered me after a short amount of times. It was a very, very friendly conversation. And then in May 28, we started the first seminar, and I was just impressed by this country, by the mentality, and I was 48 at that time, and it was really how do you say, a new impulse in my life compared to other seminars I give here.
That's so cool. And since then, how often do you do seminars in Iran?
I think I went there now 5 or 6 times, and we did now some module 1s and module 2s, and now we wanted to do the module 3. And I think I went there 5, 6 times. And I have to tell actually that the physiotherapy is a study. It's not like in Germany, like private schools. It's an official university study. And they get master and bachelor degrees there and PhDs. And so there are already some PhD students. They make studies about FDM. And they push the FDM. And this made me very happy too. Yeah, and after the seminars now, I stayed some days longer, and we even had the work groups for FDM. So we saw patients in the School of Rehabilitation of the Tehran University, and it was so cool. Many of the old students came, the new students came, and we just watched patients together. We exchanged, and it was very, very nice. This mentality of hospitality that we have, especially in Iran, you know, it's very unusual for us because I'm socialized here. I lived all my life in Germany, and I'm socialized with the people around me in this country that everything you do for another, you do for money. Our exchange is money. That's our tool. But in Iran, it's not like this. People do a lot of things for you without money, without even wanting money for it. You will shame them if you give them money. They don't do it for free, but the payment that they have is they are happy that you are happy. If they see you are happy with this, you make them happy. It's a different form of payment, you know. This was unusual for me, very much, and it opened my horizon too. And I think this is also one of the factors, hopefully, in FDM. If we exchange more in the world, we will learn more for each other. We will learn more to open our horizon by seeing the way we were educated, the way we live. It's not the only way in this world. There are many, many more ways. Yeah, you can lead your life. You can cooperate with others. You can communicate with other people and live together.
Wow, this is so awesome. Everything you say is just, I don't know, it just touches my heart on such a deep level, really. And this is what I often feel with FDM people or FDM freaks that they really are into it and they really give their heart to FDM. And at the end, it's not to FDM, it's for patients, right? And for other therapists, so they can also experience this kind of joy which comes from helping patients.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. And we have a universal tool. When I have in my presentation or in the beginning, yes, of every module 1 now, I show some patient videos from Iran, from Poland, from Russia, from Germany, from Switzerland. And everybody, every student understands the body language is everywhere the same in the world. And as you see now in this world, everybody's looking for dividing factors. And it seems like we are the only ones who really take the individual subjective complaints. We take it really serious because we have objectification in medicine now. And I see no other approach that really respects the subjective description from a patient and also this universal body language. Yeah, and this is really what we do now. And that's why I went to Iran too, to say, we need to spread this. I think, I don't want to sound too pathetic, but I think really in these times, the world needs us. Maybe in those times now more than ever, to show people, no, we can connect, we can cooperate. According to those factors, when we see those factors, then we can show people, no, there are universal things in this world which connect us all.
And I think all of us FDM therapists know that kind of look on the face of the patient of being thankful.
Yes.
Just the thing that we are listening, right? That we take them serious. It makes them so thankful, so happy,
yes.
And they automatically trust us. And I think this is also something very universal.
That's it. And for us instructors, it's the same if you stand in front of the students and you see the faces of the students. You see the same face as on the patients. We can be patients tomorrow, and we will be thankful too, I think.
Absolutely. Do you have pets?
Say it again.
Do you have pets?
Pets? Animals?
Yeah.
No, sadly not. I want to have. And I would like to have a llama. I like llamas very much. Sorry.
Heavy metal or techno?
Heavy metal or techno? Both. And combination too.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you?
-1.
What would you cook for Celine Dion?
For Celine Dion? Oh, I haven't got her face now in front of me. But it doesn't matter. I cannot cook so much. I would cook what I cook for my children, what I always cook. And she has to eat it or not. Then she will stay hungry. Milk rice. You know this? And tortellini with pesto.
Do you iron?
Yes, very much. Very much. I iron here. And on this table, I have always my laptop and watch documentations. I love ironing, as you hopefully see.
Yes, this is why I asked. What changes would you like to see in EFDMA's work?
I think we had the last years, we had a lot of building up the internal structures. And I would like to see the EFDMA more like an innovation for therapists. Maybe it's hard in the medical sector, but we have some club here or some organization. It's called Chaos Computer Congress. Yeah, I think it's a club from Hamburg, and they one time a year they organize the congress, and on this congress they are very, very innovative. You can watch the presentations in internet and very interesting topics. And I would like to the EFDMA to go more into this direction, not to follow others, but to give our own points into the world.
I also feel like we need to move a little bit into the future direction and to show more from us. This is, for example, one reason why I'm doing these interviews, because it's very nice for like normal therapists normal members to get to know us a little bit more, so they know how we are, what we do, how our life is, why we do what we do. And this is why I think it's very good that you took your time and answered my questions. And just one more question. If a normal FDM therapist would like to get a bit more involved in the FDM wave, how would you suggest to them to start?
Actually, in the moment, I see a problem in the consequence of many therapists. They are very enthusiastic in the seminars, but after the seminars, it gets less and less and less. And with all these advanced seminars, we build up, it's like a consume, just consuming seminars. And I think it would be a good way to have some FDM hospital or something like this, where you could go for 3 weeks and just stay for 3 weeks and just treat patients together under supervision and all this. For every single therapist, I think it's good to stay consequent, to look in the handouts and just to be a good therapist. And just always ask yourself first, maybe I do something wrong. I give the wrong diagnosis, or my techniques are not so good. I saw when we did the advanced seminars, I saw a lot of therapists, they had expectations. Now we would present the 7th distortion in this seminar. And then we practiced a lot of old techniques, and they were bored, the students, yes, but I saw they could not even do the old techniques. So then I think maybe in the clinic, if they treat the patient and they cannot fix the patient, then they will say, I think it's arthrosis. That's because the technique was not good. Yeah, and this is what I see, and maybe we should change the structure. It's a little contact. We have only 12 days together now with the students, and then we lose each other, and everybody goes back into his clinic and just does his thing. And I now give my phone number to a lot of students, and I see also after the seminars, a lot of them send me some patient videos, and I do some screenshots, and I give them some hints, and I ask them to give me feedback. But this becomes less and less and less after the seminars. Yeah. And I think we need to find a way to stay in contact better and to share this together. And also, not that the instructors are here and the normal student is here. Yeah, we need to at some point, we need to develop this together.
Let me thank you for coming. This interview was touching, it was motivating, it was fun. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you, Sheila. Bye-bye.